And we're here. The Gorillaz, The Fall. So this is technically the Gorillaz' fourth studio album. Actually, I wouldn't even call it a studio album because he actually recorded this all on his iPad. That's really impressive, really. All this was recorded during the Escape to Plastic Beach tour, which, I mean, that is really cool that he would just do that for the fans, basically. That's what he did, and man, that's really cool. And it was also available for free on a website. I don't know which website it was available, but there's a good listing of tracks here, that's for sure. The album starts off with Phoner to Arizona, which is kind of this interesting dark dance tune, and that's about it. This track is a little repetitive in nature, but it's decent for this album. Then we got Revolving Doors, which is the awesome best track on this album for sure. It has gentle guitar playing in there, and it's kind of a song about kind of missing home. Al Barnes was kind of, when he was writing the song, he was actually looking at revolving doors and he was like, I'm missing home. And this is the song he came up with, and it's actually super catchy. It's a little lighthearted, and I like it. It's really good. It's probably one of my favorite Gorillaz songs. Weirdly enough, it's the one I always kind of play because it's a fun song and it's really well made for being on iPad especially. And overall, this song is super different from other Gorillaz material too. And that's always a plus because they're always experimenting, and this is definitely an experimental album. You got the song Hillbilly, which starts with this acoustic guitar, then builds into synths, and just a very fragile guitar being played at the beginning, and very fragile vocalizations by Albarn. It's Hillbilly reminds me of the song Donk-O-Matic. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, with the there's this like brass synth being played in there, and it kind of just reminisces of that song, which that's a really good song, by the way. Donk-O-Matic. I'm sorry, it's a weird word. That has Daily in it. It's super good. It's better than this track, unfortunately, but this isn't an okay song too. One of the better ones on this album. There's also, I think, this weirdly edited choir loop that just keeps looping throughout when the synths are playing and everything, and it's kind of cool, but the beats are super simple in this song. It's just an okay song. It's not, I don't know. It's just not that great. We got Detroit. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that one. And this is just a really brightly colored electronic song. That's all I gotta say about that one. And there's not really much going on in this track, but it's decent. Chi-Town didn't really connect with me either. It's kind of more, I mean, it has this really nice organ like synth sound in there, but other than that, there's just not enough here to keep me wanting to come back to this song. Same with Little Plastic Bags. I don't know, the vocalization didn't catch me. I didn't really like how it was edited, and it just sounds rather thin to me, which not really a good thing. I mean, you just gotta realize what this album is, and you can appreciate it a little more than what I'm trying to say it is, because it's hard, because I'm trying to review this, and it's a hard album to kind of review. Goblin Spiders, meh. I mean, it's really fast paced, but I don't know, it's just not interesting. It's really uninteresting to me. It's not good. It is not good. This album is driving me crazy. It just sounds like a bunch of background noise to me, and that's just driving me insane. But I understand what this album is. I swear to God I do. Nothing really catches my attention until The Snake in Dallas. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And this is a more dark pop like song, and it's electronics, and it's really danceable. It's good background noise. It's really good background noise. I also kind of like how it has sort of like a 90s vibe to it, which is decent, you know. it's decent. Amarillo is okay. It just has string synths in there that kind of keep it nice. Has a really nice texture to it, and the vocals are nice and they're not terrible. Sorry, I just have like nothing to say about this album because I basically said everything. I feel like when this album comes to a close, you get like Bobby Womack back in this album with what's I think it's called Bobby and Phoenix or Phoenix and no, it's called Bobby and Phoenix. Anyways, my computer's glitching. So is it actually doing that? And then you also got California and the Slippering Sun, and it's okay. I mean, it's Bobby's part is in Bobby and Phoenix is decent. It's like a ballad, sort of like, and has a nice acoustic guitar in there. There's just, I feel like there's nothing going on in this album. This album just frustrates me. It does, because this is the Gorillaz. I understand that this is an album that was made probably like in a month's time during the tour, but I would rather, like, actual release stuff and like maybe develop these songs a little more before releasing them. But I get it. It was free. It was free when it came out in a website, not on iTunes, of course, because iTunes is like that. But I like to buy my music. I don't like getting it for free because I'm weird that way, I guess. But this album just didn't click with me at all. I have no connections to this album. It's very bland background noise besides like 3 songs. I feel like I'm almost saying this album's a 1 out of 5, but it's not. There's some really good concepts in this album, and I feel like if Damien was to come back and really mess around with these songs, I feel like there's a better project to be had with this. But man, it's weird because this album's also impressive because it's made on iPad. It sounds really good. I mean, I've recorded music on my iPad.
The following song might disturb you, so please silence it if it does.
Oh girl, you haven't touched me right. Oh girl, you don't touch me right. 'Cause I'm alone, babe, but you cannot see. I'm alone, babe. Can't you see the tears behind my eyes? They're behind my eyes, but you're never gonna see. 'Cause we're not together anymore.
The following song was way too awful, so we had to just cut it short because it's just so awful.
Hating on this album because how innovative it kind of is, because he's just doing it on the road on an iPad. That's just impressive to me that it actually sounds that good. So I really can't hate it. I don't hate this album. It's the Gorillaz, and I don't know. I feel like I expect more, like this grandiose thing, but this isn't grandiose. I don't even think he really considers this a 4th album. I don't know what he considers this as, like a experiment project maybe, just to like challenge himself. But honestly, I'm feeling a 2 out of 5 for this album, just mainly because it has Revolving Doors. Amarillo is okay, and A Snake in Dallas is an alright song. Other than that, Hillbilly Man is okay too. But really, I never wanted to come back to this album. Never. I respect this album though, I do, for what it is, but I just look at him like, that was a cool project that he did, but there's nothing. I mean, maybe if I was at a party, this would be something I'd put on as like background noise. I feel like an asshole, but that's just how I feel. I love the Gorillaz, don't get me wrong. And guess what comes out tomorrow night? Humans, and I'm going to be listening to that all freaking night for you guys, because I'm super excited. I don't know how many people have really watched my Gorillaz album reviews lately, but I have really enjoyed doing those, even though this album just grinds me in the wrong way for some odd reason. I really hate feeling that way about this project, but it just does. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tried to make it quick because I have like class in like an hour, and I'm just like doing this, and I was like writing a review and stuff. But anyways, I hope you have a great day, and be looking for my Humans review. I'm gonna try and get it on Friday. If I don't, that means I'm really working hard to make it as good as I can with the time I have. And I was like, this is like the big deal for me. Like, this is like I mean, I know people have already reviewed this, which is kind of sad because the album hasn't came out yet. It literally hasn't came out yet. I don't know how you listen to it, but good for you. Really, good for you, dude. Good for you for listening to it. That's a little rant, I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyways, have a good one, and peace. Also, I'm very, very sorry. I only played Revolving Doors. That was on this album, because I don't like this album that much. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Bye.